Yes, people. Here with the main man, my guy, Mr. Sonny Edwards. After that, what do you think, mate?
You know what? I was low-key disappointed, to be perfectly honest. I felt like there was going to be a lot more fireworks. I thought there was going to be a lot more drama. I thought tables might be going.
What was you expecting? A bit of like jabs, little...
Something, but it seemed very... The fighters weren't really engaging with each other too much, I don't think. They weren't really looking at each other. They weren't really antagonising each other. You know, they both...
Why is that, though? Is that... Because normally, you saw at this time, everyone's aggy. They're either making weight, or they're a little bit nervous, or they're like, just hate the other bloke. So why was that so calm there?
Yeah, probably a mix of all the above, to be honest. With a few more things, I think. The fact that it wasn't a public press conference where they was filling in fans, cheering, shouting, that probably definitely played a big part of it. I think if there was more crowds, there'd probably be more ego on the stage. Also, we are, 24 hours away from weigh-in? So energy right now is at the lowest point it's going to be in the year. So
I was
normally at the 6 weeks ones, or, you know, at certain points, the energy is a bit higher in fight week, but, you know, the day before the weigh-in, things come down a little bit. You don't know how people are dealing with their weight cut and how much they've got to do, whether they even want to get involved emotionally into this. Because at this point, for both fighters, they're in a critical stage of their careers. Josh Taylor coming off the back of a loss, and now kind of people think he lost 2 years ago and lost his belts in the ring that night. So this is kind of him putting a wrong or right, maybe. If he come away with the win, the general consensus was that he didn't deserve it. That was the general consensus. So I know as a fighter, and you know, you put your heart, soul and body on the line when you get in the ring. The fact that people are saying you didn't win when you got the belts, and it's a hard pill to swallow. I know. I know. I've never really had that from me, but as a fighter, like you know, it must be.
You want to have that clarity that bang, I did the job.
He's the man. Not only because you got the belts, but because you actually deserve to win. So, you know, Josh probably wants to put those demons to bed, but Jack's also had 2 years focused on this moment. So, you know, right at the end, it's the 11th hour. Maybe no one really wants to get emotionally dragged in. No one wants to use any energy they don't have. You know, they're both big boys. They're at the stages of their career where they've been here 10, 15, 20 times before in these stages of events. Maybe not this stage, but I would say both fighters have been against each other. You see
and they're cool,
so,
they're ready for it. So one question I've got, which I don't think anybody's asking, is, you know, when you talk about, or when fighters go, they're getting emotional, all on this, how big would a fighter's coaches be in calming them between now and actually on the fight night?
Yeah, but it's not just the coaches. I mean, if I come off stage and the 5, 6, 7, 8, however many people who are rolling with me this week, my staff, my friends, the other fighters in the gym, whoever it is, their energy does a lot for mine. And for the fighters. So if your team's stressed out about something, bear in mind, this is the high pressure moment. So it's these moments, one conversation is going to have high stress because it needs to be sorted out right now, whether that's, oh no, I want that change room. No, I'm not walking there. No, this is happening. No, I'm not getting there at this time. Like, there's always things that fluctuate. You've got egos, you've got superstars, you've got headline acts, you've got TV networks,
but you're all of them.
Media. Yeah, but not on these two fighting level for this one per se. But what I mean is, with all those external pressures, the team around you, being able to get someone that can start seeing you bubbling. Now, I thrive off it. I put myself in and amongst it. I ravel the feathers. Like, I'll be real. Those 10 days, 14 days, that's when I don't want to say anxiety, but I'm amped up. I am ready to go. So, you know, they're my only weeks really sober. So when I'm in those 2 weeks or 5 weeks, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm ready to argue. I'm ready to shout. I'm ready to fight. Genuinely. So for me, I kind of just absorb it and soak it, and I love being like that character because it is my character. Where other fighters are a lot more chill. Their emotions might go up and down. I like betting big on myself, so I like raising the stakes. I like more eyes on it, so that if I don't win, it means more that I did win. So it needs to mean something. Like, this moment needs to mean everything to me, and then I will get in the ring and approach it.
There's a question that was posed there, and I want to know from a fighter's point of view. So, Josh Taylor gets injured. Who does it benefit more? Have you ever had that situation where someone's injured and then you've got 3, 4, 5 weeks longer? So, what does that do for you?
So even though most of my fights I've gone in the ring nursing an injury or two, something. As you know from your career,
of course.
You're never 100%. But there's been one time I had to pull out of a fight, and one time it was my first world title defence, and I was walking my dog, and I rolled my ankle, and I couldn't put weight on it for like 5-6 days. It was bad. I had bad ankles at the time. I had to pull out, and now that fight then got knocked back like an 8-week period.
Okay.
And then it was great for me. It all suited for me, and the location changed, even the promoter changed, but it did suit me in that instance. However, I was heartbroken and genuinely in tears when I'm sat there on Monday, and now my first world title defence headline show on BT has been cancelled. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Wave of emotion.
It depends on everyone. It depends on the situation. How's your camping? Say if you got injured, but your camp only really started maybe a bit shorter than you should have, or you're out for a little bit longer than you should have. All of a sudden, that extra 4 or 5 weeks or 3 months is a massive benefit to you, and then you put all the rights right that you knew you were doing the last time. Sometimes that is the injury. I'll be real. I'm not saying it's this case. Sometimes people just know they're not going to be fully ready because they left it too long, so now they're injured and now they want another 6 weeks. That is sometimes the injury. That's the reality. But in this instance, who knows?
I want to take you back last week because I was listed on talkSPORT, and I will say, fucking smashed it. You were so sold on Usyk as to why, and you'll never bet against him. Can you just explain to people that didn't listen to that why you're so sold on Usyk and why you thought beforehand, probably against the run of play, that they were going to win it?
I do really rate Tyson Fury as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But with Usyk, me growing up as a kid, always been obsessed with the amateur, the world amateurs, the Olympics. Usyk, Lomachenko, people like Rigondeaux, they walked around the amateurs as if they were a superstar in the pros.
Wow.
Like, they walk around in those dynamics. When they walk in and they're weighing in and stuff, people treat them as like the top echelons of the world, really. Like, so Usyk, when he's cruiserweight, win Olympic gold medals, world champion, then goes to WSB at heavyweight, beats everyone, goes unbeaten, qualifies for the Olympics at heavyweight over 5-round fights, no head guard, no vest, then decides, as soon as they're qualified, I'll go in at cruiserweight, they let him, then wins an Olympic gold medal, then turns pro, barely does anything wrong, hasn't really lost too many times since he was like 15, 16, the middleweight, when Sean Porter's and the likes are beating him. He turns pro, he goes through every single one at cruiserweight, anyone that was worth talking about, went through them all, won the the World Boxing Super Series, got all the belts in pretty much record time for someone to do it undisputed, then goes up weight and does it just as quickly, just as efficiently, made no issues or no... He has always been one of the best to ever do it, and people looked at the size, but people was talking... As the fight got closer, the size became less and less of a talking point. Yeah. But what Usyk's very good at is being a hard target to hit clean. He's very good at having a constant repetition of movement, scoring, a heavy shot, making you miss. He's got like a very good rhythm of his fighting. He's very in control of where his body is. Okay, his body might be a little bit weak, but he's so big, taking big body shots. And the only place people really feel comfortable landing a shot against him is a body shot. They don't even try and throw headshots. They miss 95% of them. He moves like a middleweight in a heavyweight's body.
And he proved he could bang as well.
And
everyone was saying it before with the Josh, it was a lot of tiredness, right?
The biggest thing for me about Usyk, which makes me always question whether anyone's going to beat him, I weren't that surprised when AJ's my guy. But AJ's always struggled kind of with smaller guys, and Usyk is also that good where it didn't even matter. So I weren't fully surprised, because Usyk, if you ask me when they were both amateurs, who's going to win? I probably would have picked Usyk because he was the man. He was the guy. What AJ was at one point as a pro, Usyk was that for years as an amateur. He was the guy. And to do that as an amateur consistently over like an 8-year period and win everything is almost next to impossible to do. Because you have to fight 4, 5, 6, 7 times in weeks and 2 week periods. It's ridiculously hard. And the fact that he's done everything so easy, there was like minding my idea that he was losing, but one thing I know about Usyk, and he showed that when Fury had a couple of rounds of success, Usyk sits down, stands up, and a different fighter comes out.
Yes.
And that's what he can do that other people can't. He can literally come out a completely different fighter, and he seems to have patched the gaps that he needs to. Whether that's him in his brain, whether that's his coach telling him something that he needs to know. I don't know, I don't speak Ukrainian. But he comes out when he needs to. Look, okay, you won a couple of rounds there. AJ the same, won a couple of rounds there. My turn now, and the rhythm changes, it doubles.
And it's like he goes again, doesn't he?
It doubles. His rhythm doubles. It's almost like he's slowing down, almost like he's going. If anything, he's probably resting and seeing what they're doing now, how much energy you got now. and then he takes them apart for the last 4 rounds, and he's done it every single time. And
then finally, I can't let you leave. We're up this way. This is your neck of the woods, and my safe. Like, you got to be patted up or what? We get some food after.
Yeah, man, we're chilling. I'm here, man.
You ready?
Yeah,
and when can we see you back in the ring? What's happening?
I'm back out in just under 6 weeks' time.
Yeah.
29th of June. Bam Estrada is the main event. I'm the chief support against another Mexican fighter in Curio. We both just been in the ring within the last 6 months to 8 months. We both just lost our world titles, and now we're fighting for, who pushes us straight away. So I should have.
How do you feel about that? Going from losing, first time, you're not used to losing, and then bang, straight back in.
I'll be right. I don't really care about all of that. I'm a boxer. It's like, okay, but you're a footballer, yeah? Was a footballer. You lose a football game.
Yeah.
Are you useless? Can you not play football no more?
Yeah, of course.
So just because I went all the way to the pinnacle of the sport and the number 1 versus number 2 fought for 2 world titles, and I just didn't get it over the line, but doesn't make me feel less than myself.
Absolutely, you shouldn't, and never ever should. I'm saying, some people, a lot of people in the sport normally go, right, let me rebuild. Let me go back in. You've gone bang, straight back in, more or less at the top.
Because a lot of people are here for the wrong reason.
Okay.
For me, I would say 80% of the boxers, maybe even more, are here for the wrong reasons, and that's why they'll never get to the level that me and the other 20% are at. Now, we be fighters because we have to, because we ain't got nothing else. Not just because of financially. I mean, if I don't spar in a week, it's a bad week. Regardless of I'm fighting
if you're fighting or not.
To get in and have a fight and have that adrenaline spike all the way through the roof, and be kind of like your body's still going and burning energy, kind of half sweating all the way to like. I need that in my life. I need that in my day. So I would fight if it was for free. So I'm here. I know for the right reasons. Yes, I want to be great. Yes, I want to have a legacy. Yes, I want to win titles and have a good career. Obviously, that's because I'm competitive more than anyone else. I don't want to just be a loser. I just want to amongst the mix. I want to be one of the best because I feel like I've put in enough years, nearly 20 now oncoming, 20 years dedicated to this one thing. So just to have a setback, they offer me, do you want to come back fight? No.
Let's do it properly.
Give me a proper fight and a proper event, a proper card. When my name hits the poster from here on now to the rest of my career, unless there's a lack of willing opposition that is worthwhile, all my fights are going to mean something. I want them to mean something. I don't want them to be easy. I don't want to just come over for a quick check and an easy fight. I will not train for that fight.
Absolutely.
If I have an easy fight that I know, everyone knows I'm going to win easy, I will not train properly for that fight. I don't know what it is about me.
You need that little bit of jeopardy in there.
I need jeopardy to get myself out of bed with a smile on my face, ready to train. That's what I need. So, yes, I lost. I might lose this next one. I might lose 5 after that. But every single fight that I'm going to take is going, go on, what can we get? Who's out there? Who can we fight? I can talk a lot. I can sell a fight good. It's whatever it is to make an event, a fight happen. And not just because, I will money. No, nothing to do with that. Genuinely, I'm here. I'm fit, I'm ready, I've got a lot of confidence, and if
you're
not
good.
now...
And you're good as well.
If not now, when am I going to do it? If not now, when am I going to do it? When I'm 38 and I'm crying, and I should have done it then? Nah, if I'm doing it now, when am I going to do it?
Everyone, that's my guy, man. That's my...
Love,
bro. Yeah, let's do it.